out of here. Some of you get that, the kids are looking at each other going, Mom, never mind. Okay, we're going to try something real quick. If you guys can do me a favor, put your drinks down for a minute, and I realize this is a difficult thing to ask. Do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen, place your hands directly out in front of you. If you have two hands, this will be much funnier. Actually, let me explain. Put your hands down for a second, I'll explain. I did this joke one time, and I said, put your hands out in front of you, and a guy in the audience yelled back, I only have one hand. And I was worried, I felt really bad. I said, sir, I don't mean to offend. He said, no offense, thank you. He said, I can do anything you can do. I said, really? He said, yes. I said, well, what's your favorite thing to do? You only have one arm. He said, I love to fish. He said, I fished all over the world. I've gone fishing, I've gone fly fishing, deep sea fishing. Well, curiosity got the best of me. I said, what's the biggest fish you ever caught? He goes, yeah, about that big. Jokes don't get any better. There's just going to be a lot more of them. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, push your...
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are within the sound of my voice and you are able, if you would please stand, remove your caps, and come to attention as we...
Bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, we're so gallant.
Features to it, and of which, well, we can't tell you much about because a lot of it is indeed classified. But it is a new aircraft that enables the U.S. Air Force, other branches, and our allies to freely share data. For you aviation and military aviation aficionados out there, you may be familiar with an airplane such as an AWACS, perhaps a Boeing E-3 Century, being able to provide that eye-in-the-sky coverage and be able to share that data with both air and ground assets. The F-35 possesses a great deal of abilities to share that critical data with other assets, which makes it a turning point for the United States Armed Forces. The F-35A model that we see here today, again being flown by that Lieutenant Colonel Brett Robinson, is actually one of 3 F-35s that we have on site. And in just a few moments, we're going to have a chance to see the F-35C model from the United States Navy and Marine Corps as we present today's U.S. Navy Lightning II demonstration team. The KC-135 Stratotanker now setting up to recover out in front of us. This is a very important aircraft with a unit of jet fuel offloaded. It also set a single-day record for refueling 90 aircraft in just 24 hours, a record established and has remained unbroken by any other aircraft since 1981. The original Stratotankers, built back in the 50s. This aircraft that we're seeing today built anywhere between about 1965 to 1969. We'll have to take a look at the tail number to get an idea of just how old this aircraft is. But nearly 70 years old now, it is expected to fly for many decades from now. It is very quite possible that this very aircraft will be nearly 100 years old before it is finally retired in both Air Force and service around the world. The original Stratotankers, they were smoky. They were outfitted with turbojet engines. They were loud, not very efficient, and they later outfitted them with CFM56 turbofans that produced a grand total of over 86,000 pounds of thrust. But one of the issues that those new engines had is it only provides the aircrew about 18 inches of separation from the bottom of the nacelles of those engines and the ground, meaning that they're only limited to about 4 degrees angle of bank on landing. It's a very challenging thing to do, especially in crosswind or in gusty conditions. These airplanes, while old, still going strong. The newest KC-135 in the fleet was built, one of my notes actually says 1964, but I think there's a couple from around the 68 time frame, including the one that we have on static display. The only other U.S. Air Force aircraft to have that type of longevity is the B-52 Stratofortress.